Hello, friends.
We've missed you so much.
Oh my God, it's been forever.
Have you missed us? I hope so.
We've missed this. This is so we're finally come back from a long waited break, a long unexpected break because winter, holidays, sickness. Oh Lord, it's been a rough couple months.
Yeah.
But Happy New Year. It's
Yes, Happy New
2018,
Year.
and this is episode 68 of Revisiting Sunnydale with Camila and Marcella. If you forgot, I am Camila.
I'm Marcella.
This is the podcast where we rewatch and discuss each and every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You know you like it.
This is what we're here for. There's spoilers. Also,
Lots.
the show is like 20 years old.
Get over it.
Right now, if you don't like spoilers or if you just want to do that to yourself, whatever, that's your thing, but you've been warned. Please like our Facebook page, Revisiting Sunnydale. Follow us on Twitter at Back to Sunnydale, and rate and review us on iTunes and Libsyn. And now I've added another podcast format or another way to listen to it. I don't know how you guys listen to your podcasts or whatever. Apparently, there's like a bajillion and one places to do this. I can't say we'll ever get to all of them. We do our best. Yeah. But we're also on Player FM. And they have an app as well. So that's also super easy if that's how you like to do your podcast listenings. I don't remember I don't know when this episode's going to air. So we're just going to get out of the way now. Seth Green's birthday is February 8th.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Seth.
I want to hang out with him so bad.
I know.
I want to play board games with him.
He seems to be like doing the best out of all of them.
And his wife. She's lovely. Bless you.
Excuse me. Woo. Okay, so yeah. So happy birthday, Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, a big ow to you. We've obviously had quite a few boxes come and go. We haven't been holding on to them and hoarding them, so we're not putting them all. But Marcella.
I blog. It's called Hello, Marcella.
So she keeps up with her unboxings for the public consumption. I do not. So, because that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So we got some stuff to unbox today, I believe.
We do. I did not bring my Geek Fuel because I've broken up with them. And if you want, head on over to my blog to read the Geek Fuel for December. I will put January up soon. If you like geeky type of things and you read that review, there is a contest at the end of that blog post. You could win some of the shit that was in that box that I didn't care for. So go to my blog. It's msphere7338.weebly.com, and you could win stuff.
Yes.
What I brought today are my January Ipsy and Allure. Let's start with the tennis shoe that is my Ipsy bag. It is a neon green, neon pink, and neon blue. It actually feels like the top of a tennis shoe.
It does. It's got little shoelaces on
little shoelaces on the zipper. And again, my ever constant problem with the Ipsy bags is when the zipper does not meet the end of the fabric. Means that I cannot put a brush in this bag.
Oh, God.
So we've got I Will Conquer. I guess this is supposed to be your little statement for 2018. I will conquer blank.
So they do this now?
No, I guess. I don't know. I hardly ever look at the inserts in these bags. I don't have time for it. And it has nothing that I really want to talk about.
Oh, wow. Okay, so just a whole bunch of same old?
Same old, lots of little things. First, we've got an Eye Artist eyeshadow by Absolute New York. And it's a pretty little, like, creamy, mauve-y brown. It's on my eyes.
Okay. It's pretty.
It's like light.
Yeah, it's just like a
nice little
touch
creamy
of shimmer.
I like it. Yeah. I didn't blend it with anything else. I just put that on by itself just to see what it would look like by itself. I like it. It's cute.
It's a nice little, not too much.
No.
Just enough if you want just a little bit of sparkle.
Yeah, just a little shine. Yes. Next up is the NYX Lingerie in Liply. It's number 5, and it's a matte lipstick. Okay. I also have that on.
Okay, that's a good one, too.
Yeah, it's a brown, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to put on, because I started putting it on, and then I'm like, wait, where did my lips go? Is that the underlip? Is that the part I'm not supposed to do? I fucked it up, but it's okay. And it's matte, so it's not like sliding all over your face. But sometimes I have a problem with matte because I want to lick it all the time because it makes my lips feel dry.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't really. We've been drinking tea, and I've left a little on the
not too
cup,
much,
but not too much.
Right.
Not like a wet lipstick that you're going to slide all over your face.
Exactly. It's like somehow I got it on my forehead.
Right. But it's actually a pretty decent size. Like
it is. That's a full size.
Yeah, it's a full size lipstick.
Huh.
I like it.
Bad.
And then we got something that I probably won't use because it's specifically Kajal Vasanti waterline eyeliner.
Okay.
So it's specifically for your waterline.
What does that mean?
It's for your lower lash.
Oh.
On the water, like actually on your lower lid.
Nope.
And I can't put things there. It makes me cry.
Yeah.
So I will try it as a regular eyeliner because it's a pretty decent point.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad. Like I could probably use that as a regular, but it's smudgy as fuck.
Why would that be specific to the
On my
under one?
waterline, yeah. Like why would I want that on my waterline? Because I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna look like 1980s soap opera woman crying with. I'm gonna be streaky.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a good look.
No, thank you. Next up, we have Void, and this is a marvelous.
Use some nail polish. Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
It says apply 2 coats. So
yeah, it's probably one of those like really thin going on.
So it says there's no formaldehyde, which is that a
really
thing in my...
So now do I have to worry about that in my nail polish?
Like this one's specifically telling me it doesn't have that.
So great. Now I got to go look and see like if... Oh, fuck.
No DBP. I don't even know what that means. No toluene.
Okay, now I got to Google ingredients in my nail polish.
So not only is there no formaldehyde, but there's no formaldehyde resin as well. Well, I would hope not if there was... I don't know what any of this means. And there's no camphor.
Wow, okay.
Words.
Suddenly nail polish got super dangerous.
Yes, because this Void, apparently void of everything, is eco-perfected, cruelty-free, and vegan-friendly. Okay.
I have questions for everybody else then.
Me too.
Sally
The last
Hansen,
thing
what's going on?
we've
OPI?
got-
What do you guys do?
Is cake. It's cake heavy cream, and I just want you to put some on and rub it around.
Lotion.
And it's gorgeous.
Ooh, rich vanilla shea butter.
Yeah. So put it on first.
It's pretty thick. I like that.
It is real thick, but it feels lovely.
But I like it. And
then once you put it
so
on-
dry this winter.
Smell it. Your hands smell like cake batter.
It does. Wow, that's delicious.
Isn't it? You're like,
Oh my God.
Oh, it smells just like cake. No, I want cake batter.
Right?
Which I know you're not supposed to eat cake batter, but who did not lick the mixer? What are those called? Beaters?
Beaters, yes.
Who didn't lick the beater?
Yeah, I feel like things are just getting like out of control. Like, I mean, I understand you shouldn't sit and eat an entire raw cake
Tin
batter,
of cake batter, right. I'm not going to do that.
How
but
about licking the spoon? Like,
Right.
I mean,
I'm gonna lick the spoon.
No, we did that a lot when we were kids.
I'm going to lick all the bowl. I'm going to lick that whole bowl. This is the one time my dog and I have something in common. Brownie bowl.
Nothing.
Yes, like brownie batter. But I don't really care for cookie dough.
No, I don't like it. I never liked like cookie dough flavored ice cream. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
I just
my thing.
know. But this.
That smells so good.
I need a candle that smells like that. I need a body wash that smells. I wonder if this company makes.
Shampoo,
It's lovely. But it's great.
toothpaste.
So, overall,
Okay, I mean, it was good.
it's got things I like. I like nail polish. I like eyeliner. I like
Yeah.
eyeshadow. And I like...
It looks like all the things you could use except for the under eyeliner thing.
And I'll give it a try as a regular eyeliner, but
It doesn't look like it just looks too weak.
smudgy as fuck.
Yeah.
So Ipsy's $10 a month, and unfortunately, what's happening with Ipsy is what happened with Geek Fuel. The reason I broke up with Geek Fuel was because it was becoming a $20 T-shirt a month. This is becoming a $10 makeup bag, and I've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them. So do I want to continue? But I really like. Sometimes they're great months,
Right.
and I never have to buy makeup.
Right.
But
Do you think maybe you could just like pause for a couple months and then?
maybe I kind of want to play around. I want to maybe get Sephora, the Sephora
Yeah.
one, the Sephora Play,
Oh,
or
okay.
maybe Glossy Box. Raven already gets BoxyCharm, and I mean BoxyCharm is the shit. It really is.
Yeah.
But because she already gets it,
Gotcha.
and I don't. No, but I want to try some of the other ones, and maybe so I may break up with Ipsy soon.
Yeah.
Maybe. Allure. I actually really like the Allure box just in general, so I doubt that I'll break up with it. But this month, I seriously hate dry shampoo. I just can't stand it. And this is The One by Frederick Fekkai, whatever. It's a one and then some. and it's a dry, what does that even say? Texturizing spray.
So what do? You just like spray it on and...
It gives you volume and texture, I guess.
Okay.
These are things black girls that straighten their hair do not need.
No, we're good.
This is the opposite of what I'm trying to accomplish. So that might be a giveaway.
Yeah.
You know, another eyeliner, except this is a proper eyeliner, and I just haven't opened it yet. It's a radial smoky eye pen.
Okay.
So we will see how that works out. But I've got a ton of these too. Raven really enjoys the in-transit camera close-up. It's a mask, moisturizer, and primer in one. It's by This Works. And she really likes it.
And primer, mask, and moisturizer. So I guess you put that on first before you put on your makeup.
Yeah, you apply it to clean skin and massage it until it's absorbed. And that's it. And then we've got my favorite item in the box is the CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum by Sunday Riley. This is a decent size sample, and it's heavy.
Whoa. Wow. But wait, what is it?
It's a brightening serum. It's supposed to make your skin glow and pretty and, you know, help all kinds of things that people our age probably. Yeah, disappearance in skin makes it vital and bouncy. And These are all things that we're going to actually have to start buying.
Yeah, things are going to have to start worrying
about. The black don't crack, but it does fade. It does a little bit. It fades. This is the item that pissed me off the most.
What is it?
This is Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte Lip Color.
Okay.
What color do you think this is?
Red.
Uh-huh. Now what color do you think it is?
Red.
What color is that?
Law. That's like a...
Barf.
Naked?
It's barf. It's ugly. It's mauve. It's
so
beigey, mauvey, pink.
So lame.
So you're telling me, I guess, that Makeup Forever's like signature is just that they've got little red accents on it. No. You tricked me.
Right.
You made me think I was getting an awesome liquid matte red that I could really actually use.
Right.
And instead, you gave me puke.
See, I don't understand why beauty boxes, they seem to have like a thing. They try to say, quote, safe with the colors by giving you like brown and muted eyeshadows and like mauve and sort of naked lipsticks. Like these subscription boxes, that's the time to like get stuff that you would never use. Like, yes, a red, a purple, a black. Let's do something funky, new, exciting.
Like your Livy and Izzy and Liv?
Even Lizzie? I don't know.
Whatever.
Izzy and Liv.
Izzy and Liv. I have been dying for you to get like a magenta lipstick or something.
I did get... No, it wasn't them. It was another one. But yeah, I still have it. I don't think it was the other one that was doing more makeup. I don't think they really do much makeup.
Oh, yeah. It was the Onyx box.
Yeah, the Onyx box.
The Onyx box that I thought you would get some really funky, awesome colors.
It's like, fine. I'll just go buy them myself
and just
be
take
done.
This head wrap.
So,
speaking of
Izzy and Liv, also known as the brown sugar box. The brown sugar box is I've been like really in love with this. Like, they've been doing really great things. You get 5 to 6 items each month for $40 a month, and a lot of times I've only been disappointed once on the box. Mostly everything is pretty fantastic, and it's always a t-shirt. And so basically it's like $90 plus value, full of graphic tees, accessories, and other lifestyle products designed by and for women of color. So this is what I am here for. It's pretty good.
Do you think they mean all? When people say women of color, I always wonder, are they specifically talking about African American women or African women? Because I don't really see this fitting some women of... To me, women of color is a very broad statement.
Right. You're right.
But I don't remember seeing any, because I would qualify Asian women as women of color as well.
And Latinas and,
Indian.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all beautiful women of color. Anything that is not pink is color.
Right.
But this seems more geared to a very specific definition of...
It does. I don't know. I think it is like really a lot more black women, like for black women, because they also put out close to Christmas, at the December box, they had a book of a listing of all these stores and businesses.
Oh, I remember. That was an awesome book.
Yeah. It was just like everybody of color that owns, the small businesses and stuff. And I'm pretty sure they were all black. So Yeah, I mean, it's also just like things, a lot of them are a lot more culturally geared toward us. Just like there's a lot of, like, because, you know, blacks tend to be a little bit more Christian centered, and there's things like there was a t-shirt that said blessed mode on it, or, you know, they had the pillow cover that was blessed and highly favored. And you've also got, you know, there's a lot of Maxine stuff in there, you know, so I don't know why they just say women of color like that, because I haven't really seen anything that would like specifically stand out to be like a little more Latina or
right.
you know, or Asian or anything like that. So yeah, that's a good question.
And I would like that. That would be.
Yeah. So this box was a little bit more about relaxation, I believe.
Which we all need to do more often.
Yes. So I guess it was like, welcome 2018. You need to reclaim your time. So there is a sleep shirt, which I love. It's so big and stretchy and comfy.
Oh, wow.
It says, wake up, pray, grind, repeat.
Haha.
Yes. So, you know, things like that. But
Who doesn't love sleep shirts?
I know. It looks so comfortable. I cannot wait. There's also a sleep mask that says reclaiming my time.
Nice.
I've never used a sleep mask before.
I've had to sometimes when I'm traveling, or either when I get back from traveling. Sometimes I can't sleep in hotel rooms.
Really?
I don't know why. And I'll have to use a sleep mask to completely darken everything out.
Gotcha.
And I used to have to wear one when I worked the midnight shift at Eaton Park in college. I would work midnight to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'd get
sleep
home
through the day.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. This might come in handy for me on planes because I can't sleep on a plane.
I feel like people are looking at me and then I can't sleep.
I don't know what it is where I can't sleep. Instead of putting the actual bath bomb in here, they give you like a coupon to get a free bath bomb.
Rude.
I know. I mean, I don't understand.
I'm never going to cash that in.
Nope. It's just gonna.
Because I'm going to have to pay the shipping and handling. And you didn't want to. That's not fair.
You're right. That's not. There's a movie that came in this one. I think it's a documentary. It's called Generation One: The Search for Black Wealth. And it looks like. I don't know. I'm not going to judge it just yet because it's a sort of interesting topic with the 2007 recession, the housing crisis, and soaring unemployment rates leaving Black America's wallet trapped in the crosshairs of the United States financial. Okay.
I'm like, what?
I don't understand.
I got lost after documentary.
Yeah, I don't. It looks like it was made in 2015. I don't know. I'll try to watch it, see what happens.
It's gonna end up at the library.
There's a pad, a self-care plus love, reclaiming my time pad that has like little sections on it that says, I have joy today because.
Oh, I like it.
What are you saying no to today? Self-care, 5 things that will bring me peace today. Make a list of inspiring quotes that provide you with encouragement.
I like it.
That's a cute little thing to leave on my desk at work.
It is.
This thing,
somebody's gonna write on.
Right,
And
like
you're
right.
Get,
Like, you know
you wasted the whole sheet.
This is not what this is for.
Did you read it? Now you've ruined it.
Ruined the whole damn thing. This I'm a little disappointed in. It's a fucking silk kimono.
Hey, but that's kind of culturally different. It's a kimono.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so sure, there's that, but I doubt it's gonna fit me properly. I feel like it's gonna be way too short.
I feel like you have to wear it and have Dan take a photo so we can all see.
I just throw it on top of my regular clothes. That's it. I mean, and plus, I'm just not the kimono type, like silk robe type person. Yeah, that's
now you know what's gonna happen.
What?
We're talking all kinds of shit. You're gonna slip that thing on. And it's gonna be like Chandler taking a bath. Dan's gonna be like, Camila, you gotta take the kimono off. No,
never.
At least let me wash it.
This is where I live.
It's my kimono.
This is where I live now.
I've got to go buy more kimonos.
And then I'm going to be on a kimono kick for the rest of 2018.
Yep.
It's going to be rough. And then there's this, which I...
So you got 3 items of clothing.
Yes.
In this box.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It is pretty fucking fantastic. And this is like, you know, bad black woman for me, because the t-shirt, I wasn't very familiar with the image on it. It's a cool image. Like, I like the artistry on there. But I just thought,
Are those earrings?
Yeah. First I thought it was like little Batman.
I thought they were little Batmans too. I was like, well, I get it. No.
Like,
I think those are earrings.
Sure don't get it. But apparently it's the images of Danielle Luna, who was the first Black woman to land on the first Black woman to be on the cover of Vogue magazine.
Wow.
So I didn't know that. But then again, I don't buy Vogue magazine, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm not into models. So
no, it's really not my thing. Except for the occasional, apparently,
top model.
Tyra. So, so there was it was very good. January, Brown Sugar box Izzy and Liv. You can go to izzyandliv.com and check out what they have. You don't have to buy the actual box. Like, they just sell a lot of this stuff by itself.
Piecemeal, that's nice.
Yeah, so you don't have to get the whole $40 box a month if you don't want to do that. Yep. And so yeah, so
do you have a slogan for 2018?
Don't fuck up.
Mine, because we had to on a work conference call, we had to like come up with like our thing for what we were doing. Mm-hmm. And mine is to read more.
Oh yeah.
Surf less.
Oh.
So I spend an incredible amount of time on my iPad and my phone.
Right.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
When I could spend that same amount of time actually reading a book on my iPad.
Right.
So my goal is to read more, surf less.
That's a good one. I've actually been kind of trying to do that as well, to read some more. I found this habit forming app called like Habit Bull, I think. And it allows you to set all these different like goals for yourself of different things you want to be doing more. And you can like, it'll put reminders on there and you like keep track of how you're doing. You could be like, oh, I want to make sure I drink water 2 times a day, and then that kind of thing. Or I want to read like whatever. And one of the things was for me to read 5 pages of at least 5 pages a day.
Yeah.
And just like because I need to do that more. Because I've got so many books.
I buy them like crazy.
I've got so many books I haven't read, and I just keep buying more. And it's like if I don't buy another book for the rest of my life, I'm set.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
I buy things for someday. Mm-hmm. Well, someday's today.
Yeah.
Today is a someday.
Exactly. Read your shit, and also,
stop playing games.
Yeah. Stop. There's nothing new has been added on Twitter or Facebook that you need to see. It's just
I need to set parents set limits, internet limits for their children. I think I need to start doing it for myself.
Right.
Like, yes, I'm trying to build a brand and do a thing. So it is legitimate work, me being on Instagram,
Yeah.
So, but I need to set limits to it.
You need to cut it off.
An hour or 2 a day on social media is enough.
Right.
Read something.
Yeah, I've been also
read a Star Wars book. I don't care. I'm not telling you to go read like the Bible or go
War
read
and Peace.
or Time magazine. And that's another thing. I need to stop cashing in my airline miles that are about to expire on magazines I'm never going to read. We have about 12 right now. We get God. Time, Esquire, Forbes, Entertainment Weekly,
oh my God,
Cosmo, Vogue.
Huh.
Oddly enough, but I give it to Raven.
It's probably Raven. Yeah.
In Style.
Wow.
Bon Appetit. Condé Nast Traveler.
Damn.
Money.
That is a lot.
I had so many United miles that were about to just... So many miles, but not enough to get anything cool.
Lame.
It was like, here, get these 2 magazines for 1,000 miles.
Oh my God.
Okay. Or T-Mobile's like, hey, one of your T-Mobile rewards this week is a year-long membership to something.
Ugh.
Or a magazine subscription. I'm like, all right.
Fine.
Yes, if it's free. So what do I have? A lot of toilet reading.
But you're not using it because you're on your phone.
Yes. How many times have you been in the bathroom? Everybody thinks you're shitting.
Right, but no.
No. I'm playing fucking Pokemon or Angry Birds.
Exactly.
Or reading Twitter. And my feet have fallen asleep.
Right. It's like I don't need to be sitting on the toilet that long. It's just...
It happens.
Yes. So be better. It's basically like the gist of it. It's just trying to... Just doing it. Because sometimes... it's just read more. You gotta do it. Put down the
You got
phone.
one life.
Yep.
And you never know when it's going to be over. So just make every day the best it can be. Because you don't get to do it again.
Exactly. I've also been trying to stop to like leave walking away from my phone at like 8 o'clock at night or something because otherwise I'm just mindlessly scrolling.
Yep.
All right, so we are here to talk about
Buffy.
Goodbye Iowa, Season 4, Episode 14. Original air date, February 15th, 2000. Written by Marty Noxon, directed by David Solomon. Tension erupts between Buffy and an ailing Riley as they pursue Professor Maggie Walsh's killer, or the one where Riley goes into withdrawal and turns into a straight bitch.
Yep. That's really what it's about. Mm-hmm. I love the previously on. It goes on for so long. It's like, hey guys, in case you forgot. Like, it feels like that episode, like the previously on when it just came back from hiatus. Like, they had to retell you every little bit of what's happened.
It's almost like they knew that we hadn't been podcasting for a minute. It's like, hey, it may have been a while since you last saw these. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I did need that, in fact.
So the guest stars this week are Amber Benson as Tara McClay, George Hertzberg as Adam, Bailey Chase as Graham Miller, Jack Stylen as Dr. Angelman. Oh, that's his name. And Leonard Roberts as Forrest Gates.
Yes. Bitch. Ugh. I hate him so much.
He's so stupid and gross and wrong. So Buffy is recapping for the gang how Wash had tried to kill her and stuff.
Oh, girls, did she really try to kill you? Yeah, she tried to kill me.
She tried to kill me. That bitch. Mm-hmm. And they're all just like, I don't know. It's like, no, it's true. This has happened. This is what's going on. And then right away, my burn of the week. And she's telling all this, and Spike is like, I gotta hand it to you, Goldilocks. You do have a tragic taste in men. Mm-hmm. I've got a cousin. Spike has a cousin?
I guess. I love how he just randomly throws things in.
How you like? Is your cousin a vampire? Because I mean,
you have an undead cousin,
right?
Oh, okay.
All right, sure. I have a cousin married to a whatever type of demon who has better instincts than you. Wow, that's
not
rude.
the last time he'll call her Goldilocks either.
Right. Also, kind of rude, particularly considering where y'all end up.
Right.
May have been burned on yourself.
It is a burn on yourself.
So this whole recap is going down, and let me see the Adam. It's Adam's big day out.
It is.
He's stepped outside and he's roaming around. What am I? Mm-hmm. He comes across a little boy.
He unfortunately comes across a little boy.
Right? Does that happen already? Yeah, I guess.
I think it does happen pretty soon.
So what I'm trying to figure, I don't remember. Is Adam an acronym or is that just his name?
I don't think they ever tell us.
Okay.
I don't think they ever tell us, but it's, so Adam is out and about and he's strolling around and then we got our credits.
Okay. And
we come back to Giles.
The gang has decided it's best to go into hiding and they're going to do that at Xander's.
Giles is like, nah,
Which is
that's my burn.
Yes.
Because he is uppity and cranky and he does not want, he's like, absolutely not. I will not squat in that dank hole. And Spike says, what? It was good enough for me, but you're above it all? Precisely. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Which I'd like to point out, Giles, if you are in fact above it all, why didn't he take his grown ass to a hotel?
Right? Right? Y'all could have checked in to wherever Faith lived.
Right.
Nobody goes there.
Nobody's going to check there.
There's too much screwing going on as we found out. But Giles is just like, I don't see why we can't just stay here. No one's going to come here. In Stroll's Row. Doesn't even knock.
No. Giles, lock your door.
Lock your door. We've talked about this several times. And so, of course, Riley's just like, oh my God, Buffy.
He's all confused.
What happened?
Looking for
Hostel
answers.
17.
Ain't that some shit? And then Spike tries to do the whole, just a friend of Xander. Never mind.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Never mind.
And this is where comes our new segment.
Yay!
Spike moment.
Dun da da da.
When he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave. But by the by, if you're trying to kill her, double thumbs up.
He gives a 2 enthusiastic thumbs up.
2 enthusiastic. He's so happy about it.
And he just lets him leave.
Just lets him leave.
So, Riley, you're going to give Buffy all kinds of this shit. Read the riot act. He's like, you're harboring a fugitive, and he's a demon, and blah, blah, blah. You just let him walk out.
You don't have, again, let's talk about this initiative button that no one presses.
Panic button. Initiative panic
right?
button.
You couldn't have been, bitch, I don't know why you are harboring a criminal and texting your friends to tell him, come get him.
Exactly, come get him. He's right here.
Or don't you carry a walkie-talkie? Hostel 17 is at Giles' house. Come get him.
Right.
No, he's just like, Buffy.
I'm going to cry about this a little bit. I'm going to get all up in your face about it.
Then Spike does Okay, I don't understand the laws of vampirism and how he can just pull up the collar of his coat.
Oh, that's right. It was daylight.
It was daylight. He just pulls the coat up over his head and runs. How far are you going to run like that?
Right. So
where's the closest manhole that you're going to run into?
Exactly. Did he drive over to Giles? Is his car out front, maybe? I don't...
And why wouldn't Riley be like, whose blacked out car is that? Is there a vampire here? This whole situation, everyone's doing everything wrong. They're just, it's a mess.
I'm also wondering, like, and what are the... So I guess as long as their skin doesn't, the sun doesn't touch their skin, that's...
But his fingers are holding the coat. He's not wearing gloves.
No. Okay.
Flaws. So many continuity flaws in this episode. So many.
So many. So Riley's just going on, and Xander takes this whole fucking opportunity to be like, basically, fuck you to Riley.
Yeah. He's like, hold up, dude. Your boss tried to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't really see what happened.
So Riley's still in this whole, something has to be wrong. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. This is what, I've been taught and trained other things, but you're telling me this, and, well, what did you do to... He's victim blaming a little bit.
He is.
And so obviously he just can't wrap his brain around it.
And Giles is just like, well, we've been told. He gets all like, did you see how... Well, we've been told that there have been some things happening that are not quite what they seem.
Right. Seem to be in the dark, sort of like a mist.
No, you got drunk with Ethan Rayne, and Ethan Rayne told you that there were some 314, and you chose to believe the Lord of Chaos.
Which I'm still confused as to why that happened.
Why did you even come to town?
Why were you in town?
I don't get it. So, here's Adam coming upon the boy after Xander's little meltdown.
So, here's the thing. This little kid, Adam meets this little boy who's just playing by himself in the woods.
In the woods. Not like his backyard woods. This is like back deep south woods.
This is like fucking Grand Canyon or some shit, because when they go find, like, when Riley and Buffy end up with the police and they're picking up the body and stuff, like, this is mild. This isn't even Sunnydale anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
where
think.
is this?
Yeah.
Sunnydale's all graveyards.
Yeah, this is like out in the open somewhere in the desert. So Adam just rolls up on this kid and he starts talking to him. He's like, what am I? And the kid's like, oh, hey, you're a monster. Dude, your parents taught you wrong.
Wrong.
What? Why?
Don't antagonize the beast.
Why?
When you looked up and saw a half...
You should have been gone.
Run.
Should have been gone. Left everything. Just go. And then, they have a conversation, sort of, kind of. And he's like, okay, I'm a monster. I thought that. What are you? Hey, I'm a boy. How do you work? I don't know. I just do. Adam's like, interesting.
Yes. Twirl that mustache. And he gives the creepiest smile.
Yeah.
Oh, this boy dead.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
boy gonna die.
We're going to find out how you work. And then the little kid asks him, and this is like, the way that this was shot, it was like real, like, pederast kind of like way a little kid's like, hey, what's that for? And the way it's shot, like, we get like basically a crotch shot of Adam. And then we see his hand and then that thing, the skewer that comes out of his wrist. And he's like, what's that for? And then Adam's like, hey, I don't know what that's for. And then he gets that really creepy fucking smile. Like, I'm so glad they didn't make it come out, because that would have been too much for me.
Too much.
Like, all right, fine. Let's still do this. But yeah, and we move on and we realize that this poor boy his story is not going to have an happy ending.
Nope. But we get a lovely moment of pensive, sad Rudy Riley just wandering throughout town with his lower lip out. And for whatever reason, Dr. Engelman is coming to 314 and the lights are all off and he goes to turn them on. He slips in some blood that's no longer there in the next shot. It was all over his hands, but it's not on his coat. This disappearing blood. Continuity, wrong. Can't stand it. And Maggie's just face down, still dead.
And he freaks the fuck out.
At least she's been discovered.
Yeah. Jeez. How long has it been? I guess maybe a day.
Maybe a day.
Not that long. Because Buffy's still talking, like telling everybody what's going on. So now everybody wakes up in Xander's basement. And Ken Childs, I know you have $50 to go get a fucking hotel room.
Right?
This is just awkward. And he wakes up a little bit cranky.
Bitchy. Because the girls are watching cartoons. They're watching Wile E. Coyote. And Buffy is, that would never happen. No. As Willow tells her. That's why it's a cartoon, Buffy. And just Giles
cartoon,
is pissed.
not a documentary.
Yeah. And Giles is just pissed. Speaking of continuity, good on you for remembering that he has that Mark of Igon tattoo, and they actually show it to you when he goes to turn off the TV.
Yes, because I did notice that. I was like, oh, okay, I see you.
And he's salty about sleeping in a beach ball.
Which basically is like a blow-up chair thing or whatever. Just, Giles, you could have gone to a hotel.
Giles, you could have gone upstairs and probably slept on the couch.
Probably.
Or Xander's old bedroom.
Yep. I'm sure you would have given his dad like a bottle of booze and he would have been like, sure, have a sleep here. That's fine.
Now, the most important question that I have is, whose stuffed dog is that? That Willow's holding. Did she bring that with her?
I think she did.
Or is that in Xander's basement? And that was...
I'm going to assume that Willow brought that with her.
So she stopped at home when they're running for their lives for a stuffed animal?
Yeah. Well, also maybe a change of clothes, too. She packed a bag real quick, I guess. Because she's got pajamas on, too, right?
Yeah, they all have pajamas. Buffy has her yummy sushi pajamas on.
Yes. Which this also kind of... There's a couple things here. Again, Anya, woman of truth and honesty. She's a breath of fresh air in these ridiculous situations. Why? They would have been better off going to Anya's apartment. Because most people don't even know Anya exists. Nobody knows where Anya lives.
Nope.
Third, why is Anya there?
She probably was just keeping an eye on Xander.
Oh, Buffy's going to spend the night at your house. Not on my watch. Not today, Satan.
I'm going to be right here. Now, I don't like the part where Xander comes downstairs with breakfast and he's like, turn on the TV now. Like, excuse me. Tone. Watch your tone.
You are not... We're in your basement, yes, but we're in your basement. So let's just relax. So yeah, they see the news and they was reporting on the this poor boy's body was found.
Now this was so important to tell them about, but he still had time to pick up to finish making breakfast and bring it downstairs.
Yes. Also, Anya suggests Buffy's complaining about Riley and what's going on. Anya suggests, Buffy's problem is like, I just wanted a normal boyfriend, and Anya's like, hey, maybe you should just dump him. It's not too late for that. And Buffy's like, oh, it's too late. I still have whatever.
Samantha, he hurts, I hurt. Barf.
Yeah.
Barf.
Well, there are several times in this episode that Riley gives really good opportunity for her to just go ahead and break. I'm just like yelling at every point. It's like, break up with him now. How about now? Do it now.
But Anya's whole point is that Buffy needs to find herself like an ordinary guy, like Xander. But you can't have Xander.
But not Xander.
And she's insistent upon. And Buffy has this look on her face like, I don't want. We're good.
I think it comes up 3 times. I told you, not Xander.
I don't want Xander.
So after Buffy sees what happened to the little boy, she, makes this rousing speech about how she's going to hurt Adam and yada, yada, yada. And this is what I like to call the yummy sushi PJ speech, because she makes it a point to be like, that probably would have been a little bit more terrifying if I wasn't wearing my yummy sushi pajamas.
And everybody agrees. They're like, yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they all just kind of look at her, look at her pajamas.
And now we get a scene that I'm very uncomfortable with. Forrest meets up with Riley, who's still all...
What does it all mean?
And Forrest is all like, oh, I see you and Buffy got past the shy stage. And really, is that the emotion that's playing on my face right now?
Does he look like a man who's just been laid?
Right?
I mean, come on. He looks really distraught.
Yeah. And he's like, nah, man, like, Professor Walsh tried to have Buffy killed last night. And immediately, Forrest is just like, well, if she tried to kill her, maybe Buffy needed killing. I hate her. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? Because weren't you rooting for me in the beginning? Like, weren't...
Right. Yeah, he was like, oh, yeah, finally, you know that you like Buffy. Everybody knows you like Buffy.
Now
this is weird. I think Forrest might have a thing for Riley, and he's just jealous.
He made Buffy his number 2 that one time, and Forrest never got over it. He got Buffy hate.
It's a girl. He put a girl in charge over me. Forrest, you suck.
So then, emotional powerhouse Graham comes in. And he's just got this look on his face, and they're all like, what the fuck do you want?
Well, what's funny is like Forrest is like, not now, Grant. And then Riley's like, what do you want, Grant?
He's like, Professor Walsh is dead. So they run downstairs and they see, Professor Walsh laying there. And Forrest is just like, looks like a steak, doesn't it?
Why would Buffy stake a human?
How would she have gotten in there and gotten out? What? In the back, too. Like,
Forrest's just so dumb.
That doesn't even look like a steak.
No, that make no damn sense whatsoever.
And Riley he's like, you better watch what you're saying.
Watch tone. And Forrest is like, or what? And there's just a bunch of square off, and Riley's feeling all whatever.
You can tell these boys are starting to get really, really like anxious and agitated.
Things are going crazy.
It's weird.
Except for Grant.
Yeah, Graham. He's so milquetoast. We don't even care.
And what's funny is like
he's just like,
I know. So then when Forrest and Riley are going at it,
Daddy,
exactly, they do a quick shot to Grant pouting. I hate it when Mommy and Daddy fight.
So then, of course, Engelman is like, come on, boys, we're family. We've got to figure out what happened. You can't fight amongst yourselves.
Apparently, he's got strong orders from Washington, so just throw that in there so we know that it's Washington. That's where they get their orders from.
The government.
The government.
And Riley, whips all the boys together, and we're going to find out what did this, and we're going to see, and we're going to figure this out.
Yeah, I know.
And so Forrest and Graham go to Spike's crypt, and they take the lid off the sarcophagus and they don't see anything. And Graham has gone full on demon hate mode.
Fuck these guys. And what do you think is living? Someone's living here. Is it a homeless guy, a demon squatter? And then he smashes. Does he smash his TV?
He smashes his TV.
Rude. Where's Spike running that electrical cord to?
Pretty far, I guess.
That extension cord is going all the way through the graveyard, I assume.
I have no idea where it's plugged in or who's paying that.
And somebody that comes outside their house one day. Hey,
yep.
It's just a random.
Where does this
500-foot bright?
Don't follow it. Don't follow it. And here we find that Spike is underneath the dead body, and continuity again. He raises up into his whole bright ass crypt full of sunlight. It's bright as fuck in there. Yet not even look how bright it is. So bright. It's bright.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Bright.
Yeah, I need to know exactly how much sunshine is too much sunshine for a vampire.
Yeah. Then comes the weirdest print mistake, maybe? This isn't a continuity error. This is a print mistake. I don't know what happened here, but Buffy's looking out over the vast canyon where they found the boy. And she sees Riley, and they come to talk, and all of a sudden it's like a little vignette.
Yeah.
Like the whole screen is fucked for a second.
Yeah.
Like someone's watching them through a scope almost, but that's not what happens. It's just a mistake.
It's weird. It's really weird.
It's really weird. And, they start to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, Well, he's basically,
Buffy comes up and she starts to apologize and everything. And Riley's got an attitude. And he tells her that Walsh was found dead. Does that make you happy now? And she's like, ooh. Slow your roll.
Breakup number 1.
Exactly. Break up with him now. Pump your brakes, son. He's being really bitchy right now. He's got an attitude and I don't like it.
The thing I don't understand about their relationship is after all of this happens, because buckle up, kids, because this is not the worst thing he's going to say to her in this episode.
No.
This shit's coming from somewhere.
And we're not going to blame the government chemicals and drugs on it.
This is coming from somewhere.
This is coming from Iowa, wherever the fuck he's from. This is where it's coming from.
So you guys need to sit down and talk, because I think he hates you.
A little bit.
I really think he hates you.
He's got this deep-seated just...
And spoiler alert, because we all know where this goes, he hates you.
Yes.
He hates you, which in turn makes him hate himself.
Yes.
This is a toxic relationship. Oh, there it goes. It did it again. It's just a bad... I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's toxic. Buffy, queen of toxic relationships. Spike was on to something. Let it be said. Let the words be spoken. Spike, again... always right. So now after all this goes on, they decide to, I don't know if they're working together or whatever. Willow goes to visit Tara.
Why is she so creepy?
So what I don't like about this scene is that they're hitting the word spells really hard.
Mm-hmm.
We get what you're saying.
We get it.
What you're not saying. Like spell means spell, but it doesn't mean spell. And it's just like, oh, I, really had a lot of fun with you last night doing the spells. And it's like, it's literally like it's hit really hard. Oh, I hope you don't think I just come over here to do the spells, but I kind of want to come over and do a spell. And
then she's like, oh, no, wait, you really want to actually do a spell?
And then, Tara starts to undress. So then we'll look like,
no, I really need to do a spell. It's this whole spell.
So I think it's a demon locator spell.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to them.
We'll get back to them later. Now we get the return of Willie.
Oh, yes.
I love Willie. He's so disgustingly gross. But how did they take a character who was so pervy, trying to take pictures of Kendra and Buffy? Tasteful nudes, I believe, as he put it. But then they made him adorable.
Right.
And you actually, I was so happy to see him. I'm like, it's Willie.
I think it could be we just had so much time apart from him because we haven't seen him
since season 3 when he got beat up.
Right.
And almost died.
Yeah.
Those lady demons beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, so I think that's the last time we saw him. So, yeah, I guess, out of sight, out of mind. I was like, oh, yeah, it's old friendly Willie.
And he's cleaned up his place. He's got a deep fryer for chicken fingers.
He's super stoked about it. And he looks like he got some new tunes on the jukebox because we have our song of the week.
Yeah, which is just Lou Reed.
It's not a bad song.
But when I first saw it, when I was looking up songs, I was like, oh yeah, that song from either Can't Hardly Wait or Empire Records. No, I was thinking of Dire Straits' Romeo and Juliet, not which Romeo. Is a far superior song.
It is, yes. This is Romeo Had Juliet, I believe.
Yeah.
Which I just realized today that was the title.
Had Juliet. It's a decent song.
It's not bad.
It's
but they
fine.
also, I'm assuming later on when we come back to Willie's, he's playing Sinatra.
I think so,
too.
yeah.
But I don't know what song that is.
So he's I love Willie.
Yes.
He's like, I can't just out and out tell you info.
I need you to hit me. Make it look good.
Yeah.
Make it look like I had to fight,
Yeah.
I
put up a fight, or I had to. You tortured me into telling you. It wasn't
just like I just can't be like, blah, all this info. So she,
He's like, ow, and she's like, I haven't hit you yet. And then she doesn't hold back. She does full on punch him in the face.
He gives us some info. Then Riley stumbles his ass in there.
He's such an asshole in this scene, but you can tell.
He puts hands on Buffy.
He does, but you can tell something is not quite right with him because he's getting increasingly sweaty every time she sees him.
He's like all strung out.
Yeah, he's looking real bad,
shaking, and then Buffy realizes, "Hey, you're shaking."
But that's like he goes postal, but he immediately is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
You're supposed to be hunting these things, and you're having a drink with them."
Does it look like that's what she's doing?
Right? Does she look like?
Was she kicking it?
No. She was leaned over that bar getting information. And then he puts hands on Buffy. He's like, I'm serious. Really? She'll murder you, right? Like, she's way stronger than you.
So lucky that he walked out of that alive, because she could have just ripped his damn head off.
And then this poor woman, I don't know if she is a demon or if she's not, but she's scared shitless.
Right.
Because Riley's pointing a gun at her. And his whole thing is, I don't know what's up and what's down anymore. I don't know if I shoot you, am I going to have a corpse on my hands or a pissed off vampire? Well, we find out. No.
No, hey.
No, hey, buddy.
How about I just leave you to your meltdown?
Right.
And I'll just go.
Now, Buffy, seriously, he's not like he's all jacked up. But I'm still pretty sure you could have gotten that gun off of him and put him down.
Yeah.
Because he was putting all those people.
I don't know. The
air
beans.
quote people. The thing. Yes, the beans.
All the beans in the situation, yes.
And of course, Willie's like, no, whoa, hey, dude, calm down. I'll put some chicken fingers on. We'll be cool. It's fine. And it's not fine.
No.
And he kind of flips out, and that lady ran. As soon as he, ditched the thought of shooting her, she ran.
Good on her.
So Buffy takes him back to, I guess, Xander's basement again.
I think it's his apartment.
Is it his dorm room?
Yeah.
And for
whatever. No,
it
doesn't really look like his dorm room.
No, I think it's Xander's basement because she leaves him there.
Really?
And he passes out, right?
Really nice.
It did look kind of nice.
Like there was a lamp.
Maybe, and there's clocks and a phone. I don't know. I don't know where they are. But I know he ends up in Xander's basement at some point.
Right. Yeah.
But, she's like, you're sick. Here, have my scarf. I'm going to wrap it around your hand. Because for whatever reason, you are scratching your hand raw. I don't know why that's a tick.
I don't know. He's going through withdrawal. I guess he doesn't know this. But I'm a little concerned about how, excuse me, this just like points out to me that we have seen Buffy have this like real gentle compassion for Angel, Riley, and I think maybe even Spike later on down the line. We'll get there. But I don't recall her giving the same compassion to like anyone else, really. Willow. Like when she goes through her thing, like the whole like letting you like lay your head on her lap and like real solid comforting.
Yeah.
Like anytime she was quote comforting Willow from her problems, it looked like she was waiting to move on to the next thing.
And judging her.
Right.
She's sort of nice about it in the later seasons. Like she goes around getting rid of all of the things that might tempt her, but that's not comfort.
No,
that's just
controlling. That's controlling the situation.
She's a bad friend.
She is.
We've said it before. We'll say it again. She's a bad friend.
And so she leaves.
Why she like put her finger on it? Like she closed his eye. Why? What are you doing? That's a weird thing to do.
Just break up with him.
And he's all, I don't know who's good. Am I the bad guy? Am I the... Just go to sleep.
He's having an existential crisis right now, which...
Oh, it is Xander's, because she comes out of the curtains. She makes him lay down. That was Xander's bed, but they have all those blankets up around it.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's why it looked like there was like wallpaper, like painted walls or something. Yeah, like it's just... Riley, this breakdown of his, I mean, I guess it's just a military thing. How long has he exactly been in the military?
I don't know. Probably since ROTC in high school.
Probably.
But how long has he been off these meds?
Yeah. Like, I understand this whole withdrawal from the meds and all that, but his whole, like, mental crisis that he's having about, I don't know what to believe anymore. Like, he really put all yourself into initiative like that?
I guess they do. That's the military mentality.
So, Willow and Tara.
Do we have to?
They're doing a demon locator spell, I guess. I'm not even sure that Willow knows exactly what kind of demon she's looking for. So
wait, there's the moment with Xander and Anya before they go back to Willow and Tara where Buffy has said they need to go to the initiative and find out what the hell is wrong with him. And she wants to take Xander because he has all the military knowledge.
Right.
And Anya flips the fuck out. Like, I told you no.
When I said
I meant it.
You can't have Xander, I also meant don't traipse him off to his death. Don't take him off to his death and like this.
And he's like, but I can help.
Not
and
now.
She's like, can't you Xerox some stuff? Can't you help like that? Why do you have to go put yourself in danger? I love it. I love Anya.
Word, yes.
Then we get boring Tara. But she becomes interesting.
Tara. This is our most interesting aspect of Tara at this moment. This is like the most interesting thing that she's done to this point. So they're doing this, they try to do the spell, and I guess you're supposed to blow this dirt or whatever at the same time, and it's like crystals and squares, and you're supposed to locate a demon, which, it doesn't make any sense because she doesn't know what kind of demon she's looking for. There's got to be a bajillion demons in this square that represents Sunnydale. So she does the words, and I forget what goddess she's praying to.
Vespia.
Thank you. And they're supposed to blow the thing, and Willow's eyes are closed, and she blows her dirt and glitter or whatever, and then Tara goes through the motions, and she puts the dirt hides it underneath her bed.
Why would you do that?
What is going on?
What are you afraid of?
What's happening?
And we don't find out until season 5.
That's a long time. I mean,
yeah, that really goes on.
Yeah, now we know specifically what the but
we don't find out until the episode with Amy Adams called Family.
Right.
Why she did that.
That's such a long time because this is episode 14 of season 4.
Good time.
For just to like drop that little thing. And are there other things that happen after this?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
All right, we're gonna keep
I think
it.
it's just a hanging nugget that we're like, what?
Now begins Tara Watch. 2018.
2018. Why did Tara do that?
Hopefully, there's like a couple other things that will drop along there. So we don't know. And Willow's kind of bummed because the spell didn't work. She doesn't know why. What did
or
happen?
not. She is legitimately concerned. She's just like, I'm good at magic. That's the attitude she has. What? I'm good at magic. She's good at magic. Why didn't this work?
This is weird.
And Tara's just like, I don't know.
You want to go get some chicken nuggets and Willie's?
Buffy and Xander are going to the initiative, and
Xander's the worst at undercover ever.
And he's stupid. Buffy steps in front of the giant
There's
mirror.
no excuse.
There's no excuse for this.
This joke is like old as fuck.
And it's
in
childish.
real life.
Yes.
In itself. Two, Xander.
Pick up a book. Just because you didn't go to college doesn't mean you can't.
He doesn't have to be this dumb.
You're not this dumb.
So Buffy's waiting for the retinal scan and tells Xander. He's like, ew.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Because he tries to step in and get in it, and she pushes him out of the way, and I can't believe
I don't want to be here for that. She's like, retinal.
Which she had a similar at the beginning of the season, making a comment about art. Remember, they were looking up something when Sunday, and he says something about the restoration or something.
Yeah,
and she makes and he's like, no, not.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, you mean the part where they like bang together and make pots or something?
Yes.
And he's just like, no. No. So they both are dumb. Dumb as fuck. But they're going into the initiative to try and... I don't even know why they're going. You're just going to find some files laying around?
Sure. That's what's happening. They were going to find, quote unquote, find answers. So they get in there and Xander sees everything and this makes a comment, which I don't fucking understand. He's like, wow, I totally get it now. Can I have sex with Riley too?
Gross.
Once we're done here, Xander, we're going to have a sit down.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it. I don't like that comment.
No.
I don't like the indication.
Right.
The implications of that comment.
There's so many things wrong with that comment. I don't understand why. Why?
And he does that stupid thing where they're about to be caught by, like, there are two soldiers walking up the steps, and he's like, make out with me. And she's like, what? Get the fuck off of me. And he's like, in the movies, when they're about to be caught, the guy and girl have to make out. And she's like,
what sense does that make?
I am a doctor, and they do not do that here.
Right. That would draw much more suspicion. Mm-hmm. And he's speaking rather loudly.
Yes.
About the fact that they're not supposed to be there.
Not to mention the fact that his soldier outfit looks so Halloween.
It does. Like, is that vest plastic?
And it's faded, too. Like, you do not use color brighteners in your laundry, Xander. And how often are you wearing it that it's so faded?
Seriously. So he's just, like, pulling it out all the time. Just, like, always washing it.
Isn't Riley in full camo, too? Like, you couldn't have just stripped Riley?
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a little baggy, but...
Yeah. It's just, yeah. They and she could have at least, like, put a wig on. Mm-hmm.
Where'd she get those glasses? They're cute.
I don't know.
And they're cute on her.
Yeah. But she's like, they're not... Like, she takes real care, like, later when she takes them off, she, like, sets them down somewhere. She doesn't just drop them somewhere.
Like, they're actually her glasses.
Right.
Because she does say that she said it was a dream the one time. She had, like, a dream of her studying with her glasses on her book, So they overhear Engelman talking to another doctor who is mentioning the fact that the boys are off their meds and they've gotten most of them in, but they haven't found Finn.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. So now we know that the soldiers have been getting fed, unbeknownst to them, drugs. Performance-enhancing drugs.
Yep, to make them stronger, not smarter.
Just stronger and more compliant?
I guess. So then here comes our baby. Into Willie's. He's a little bored. He's mad about his TV getting broke. He just wants a, shot of O-Neg. That's all he wants. And he's complaining about the soldier boys. And he gets a tap on the shoulder. And he gets knocked the fuck out.
And we're like, hey.
Who did that?
Who did that? Why you do that, Spike? What are you doing, Spike?
Yeah. And we'll come back to that. We don't right away, but we'll get back to it.
But it leaves some question marks. So then we go back to the initiative. And then it turns out that, we find out that
Buffy snatches up Engelman real quick.
Yeah. And it wasn't the initiative that wanted Buffy dead. It was just Walsh.
Yeah.
Apparently Walsh had something against Buffy personally.
She had sex with Riley. And Walsh had to watch.
Or Walsh chose to watch.
Or she went blind because she just didn't. She didn't look all there.
So Buffy does a whole intimidating thing, and this is what's gonna happen. You need to tell me what's up, and how do I fix this, and whatever. What's 314, and he doesn't really have too many clear answers for her. He doesn't know. It's classified.
And then Riley comes in and says that the cameras went down about 10 minutes ago.
Which.
Okay.
Did you do that?
Adam did it.
Oh, okay. So he's just reporting.
He just doesn't know that that's what's going on. Okay. So he's like, Riley comes in right on that 314 question. And he's all like, shut up, you don't know what goes on here. And Engelman's like, okay, so so there is this, so Maggie kind of did that. Shut up, you're talking about her like she's a monster. Well, she kind of
introducing a monster. And Riley is getting a little more handsy with Buffy again.
Yeah,
she still hasn't broken up with him.
He looks dead now. Like, he looks even worse than he did before. He's all sunk, his eyes are sunken in. He's and like dark
and pale. And so Adam rolls in.
He's threatening Buffy too. He's like, what did you do, Buffy? Just tell me what you did. And she's like, I didn't do shit to you. We have to find out what was in 314. That's what we got. What was in 314?
He's still not wanting to believe it.
Yep. And in comes a dead body. And they look up, and Adam's just like, me.
Hi.
I was in 314. Hey, guys. How are you?
My name's Adam.
And he says he was a bioengineered something doesn't spell Adam.
Right. Whatever it
was, it does not spell
I
Adam.
rewound it like 3 times. It's like, nope. Those things do not spell Adam. I don't know where Adam comes from.
Nope.
But okay.
Maybe because he's the first of his
Probably.
kind.
I'm going to assume that.
Whatever.
She called me Adam. I called her mother.
Ew. And Riley's just like, stop.
So he's looking for all the knowledge. He wants all the things. He needs to know everything. How do I work? Why am I here? What's going on? Who are you? What is this for? Yada, yada, yada. He found Walsh's journals.
He found her zip disks, apparently.
That's why I'm just
he's got a zip disk in his tit. I don't know why. What's the purpose of that?
Just to, I guess, instantly upload information.
But that's where it
right
goes?
There. I mean, why not his brain?
Right. He couldn't have put it in his arm. Why is it in your boob, man? And he's just like, I am. Hold on, I'll go back. Because it's a lot. He says that he's half man, half machine. But I want to get to the part where he actually says where he is. There it is.
Half demon.
But biochemical. What does that even mean?
Biochemical.
I'm a kinetic. Nope. Chematically redundant. Biomechanical. Something or other.
Chematically redundant.
What does that even mean? Chematically redundant biochemical demonoid designed by Maggie Walsh.
Chematically redundant.
I don't know what that means.
That means like what? Like you keep getting the same chemicals over and over again?
I don't know. They made shit up.
Just words, whatever. Nobody's going to give a fuck about this.
So then I started feeling bad. I got distracted by George Hertzberg's costume and trying to figure out the one side of his face is what he actually looks like. The little bit of man you can see, that's what George actually looks like. We met him at a con. He's tall, skinny, bird-like. The other half is latex, and I think he wears an entire latex shirt.
Yeah.
So I think his whole outer Adam shell is all... It has to be like a latex suit. It cannot be makeup.
No.
Because there's layers upon layers upon layers. And
yeah, and I see stuff sometimes it looks like it's like flapping around. Like sometimes it doesn't look like all the way like applied properly.
And it gathers at his neck sometimes.
Yeah.
And it just...
his makeup is it's uncomfortable at times to watch.
So then he just keeps telling them that he's all these things and what Maggie was, there was stuff that Maggie had in mind and, and Riley's just like, stop it. You're talking about her like blah, 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 blah. She's a dope. And Xander's like, dude.
Right. So he's like,
shut the fuck up.
Adam says something about calling her mother. And then Riley's like, she wasn't your mother and she didn't love you. And Xander's like, that's really your issue right now?
It's like, dude, seriously. Don't make the giant beast mad. Why are you fucking with it?
Stop talking now.
And I think he calls him Riley. And Adam's like, Riley Finn.
I got one of them.
And he's like, hey, stop it. Those files are... What did you think he was going to tell us?
Right. What is in there? Are there some psychological stuff that we didn't know about? Were you doing like confessionals?
Right.
At some point?
And he's like, oh, Riley Finn, mother created you too. And Riley immediately looks at Buffy. She was not my mother. I had a mother. I have a mother. I'm a real boy. And did you notice the entire time, Buffy's just standing there like, this is really awkward.
I would really love to break up with you right now, but...
And everything that came out of Adam's mouth, Buffy was just like, oh, I feel bad about this. This is uncomfortable.
Is this a can of worms that I perhaps opened?
Mm-hmm. And then shit goes bad. Yes. And of course, I think Riley's the cause of it all. He's just like, shut up.
Stop talking. And Adam is like, hey, you and I were her favorites. Mm-hmm. And guess what? And Riley's like, oh, I'll kill you. And Adam's like, no, you won't. No, you're not programmed to do so.
Huh? What do you mean? Programmed on it. Yes. And again, Buffy's like, And that's when I'm like, Xander, please go hide under a table somewhere. Please don't step up to Adam. Please don't. And it does look like he tries to run away. And then Buffy gets knocked down and he's running over to Buffy to help Buffy.
Right.
And he gets tossed across the room. I'm like, Xander, stop putting yourself in danger.
Stop.
This is what Anya was talking about. You were not equipped for any of this.
Yeah, basically your part was done. Like you were just kind of supposed to get her in there. And if anybody asked anything, like if you needed some sort of military knowledge, you could have left.
And this is where my believability meter has to kick in, because you've got a skewer in your arm. Man, why are you fisticuffing with these people?
Right.
Just start poking bitches.
Right.
And then he does. He
gets Engelman.
He gets Riley in the side.
Right.
And then he gets Engelman in the back.
Who was trying to, he was trying
running.
to peace out. He's like, not today.
Nope.
Oh, today.
I'm just a scientist.
I didn't want any of this.
And so he kills him. And then he does take off. And he escapes through the ceiling that he came in. And Riley's on the ground and he's all hurt. And Buffy's all, oh, woe is me, I'm so sad. And the soldiers bust in. And of course, right away, they're like, not listening to Buffy at all.
No.
She's like, Xander's like, you got a demon on the loose. It just got out of the ceiling.
Like, no.
No, it didn't. You did this. Yeah. And of course, Riley's like, dying, but they're telling the truth. Go now. Just go look for it. And then they want to take Riley to a hospital. She's like, we have to get him to a hospital. And they're like, we got it. We'll take care of it. She's like, no, I'm coming with you. No, you're not. Guns.
Yes, they draw guns on her.
Big guns.
I don't think that was necessary.
It was not. And all the while, how about you speak up and tell your soldiers you want your girlfriend to come to the hospital with you?
Right.
Instead, he's just like, Buffy. I see where you learned that.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So they swoop Riley up and they take him to their doctors. Mm-hmm. And Buffy's like all bummed that she didn't go with him. And she let them take him. Oh, I was like, what could you do?
What could you do? They were pointing multiple large guns, one of which I'm pretty sure was a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Because it had a big fat barrel on it.
Forrest would have happily given the order to have you murdered right then and there. It was...
He's like, we take care of our own. All right, fuck you, man.
Like, yeah. It's like, you and me, we're going to have a moment. We're going to have a moment.
So then we finally find out why our baby's being beat up in the alley.
What happened to Spike? He got jumped.
For a good reason.
Yes.
So we know now that because of the initiative, Spike has a chip in his brain. Mm-hmm. And this chip, he cannot cause violence to humans.
Right.
But he's recently discovered that he can kill demons. Mm-hmm. So when
he's all for it.
He's all for it. He's fine with it because he just gets to kill things.
Right.
He's not thinking, demons might not like that.
Right.
So your favorite pastime is killing demons. Mm-hmm. And you're going to go get a shot at a demon bar.
Didn't think it all the way through,
Didn't think it through. Now, technically, they should have killed him.
Yeah, because, really.
He's going to heal, and he's just going to keep killing demons.
Right, and that's now you've pissed him off.
Yeah, now you've given him a reason to kill demons. But they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he probably killed them.
Probably.
Because that's what he does.
Exactly.
And then we get a cute little shot of Willow and Buffy wandering across the campus talking about Riley and will he be fine and failing the Bechdel test pretty fucking hard. And then we get a final shot of Riley all sweaty and healing in the hospital, and he's got Buffy's scarf tied around.
There was a whole he's lost everything he believes in has been taken away from him. He doesn't have anything to hold on to
except for Buffy's handkerchief, which is a word I cannot spell.
Handkerchief.
I tried several times.
And Google was
nope. Not telling me what it kept trying to
still wrong.
Just change it to something.
Handyman?
And I was like, let's go with scarf. Because I'm done. It's a word, right? Handkerchief is a word. How do you spell? Is it handkerchief? I don't care anymore.
I think it's handkerchief.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me spell it.
All right, Google.
But that's it, folks. That is Goodbye Iowa. I guess the metaphor there is goodbye to everything that you were,
Yeah,
Mr.
I guess
Finn.
so. Yeah.
You corn-fed Iowa boy, goodbye to the life you've known.
Which I always wish and think that Goodbye Iowa is the one where he leaves. I mean, that makes the most sense to me.
I wish it was.
It's not. So,
No, you've still got a half a season and half a season on top of that. You got a lot of Riley left.
So we've got 3 bodies that dropped this episode.
All by Adam.
Thanks,
Adam went on a murder spree.
The little boy, a soldier, and Dr. Engelman. This sort of kind of maybe passed the Bechdel test a little bit. By like a hair.
Just Willow and Tara.
That's the only thing
Talking
that
about
would
their spales.
Yes. And it almost feels like that was just for that purpose, just to pass the Bechdel test.
Because sadly, every other conversation that the women had in this was about another man. Mm-hmm. Xander or Anya and Buffy talk about Xander.
Xander and Riley. Xander and Riley. Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
You had like a Buffy's missing scarf situation, like a random trivia?
It's on his hand and then it's on her head. And then it's on his hand again.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All in one scene.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. That was our Buffy Wiki random trivia this week.
The moral of this story is ask some damn questions. Don't work for a secret government agency that puts mess in your food without your knowledge. I mean, just ask questions about things. It's okay. Because Riley's been up until this point. He's like, I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Yep.
I just do what I'm told.
Well, look now, buddy.
Look, because where
that got you.
Dum-dum. So let us know what you thought of Goodbye Iowa. You can do that via voicemail message at 412-385-7250, or you can just email an MP3 file less than 2 minutes to revisitingsunnydale@gmail.com. Please do that because we want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Or not even just about Goodbye Iowa, any episode that we've done up until this point. That would be great. You can also, as we said, like us on Facebook, Revisiting Sunnydale. You can follow us on Twitter at at Back to Sunnydale. You can listen to our Psych podcast, Psych Babblecast. You can listen to us talk about American Horror Story Cult for a couple more episodes. It's on TV Ate My Brain. You can read Marcella's blog.
Hello, Marcella.
She's got plenty of reviews and just pop culture goodiness and nerd stuff on there. And
and we have something new now. We have a tiny URL.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for that reminder. I don't know what I did with it.
So it's just tinyurl.com/revisiting Sunnydale.
There we go.
Simple, easy peasy.
Yeah, check out our website. There's going to be more content other than just our podcast on there.
We got some good stuff coming up for you guys.
We're excited. So next week's episode is about this year's girl.
Talk about good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
We have a triple block of episodes coming up. Yay. And I say triple block because 2 of them are kind of like a to be continued.
Yeah.
It's a double pack of faith. And then Superstar.
Yes.
Mr. Levinson's coming to town.
So good.
And it's glorious.
So good.
It is glorious.
So yeah, as we said, you can follow me, Camila, on Twitter at @the_rugged_angel.
And me, Marcel, at mspear7338.
All right. Until next time, and we will try not to stay away too long. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Grr. Arg.